Can you use a xylitol and can you use stevia on the carnivore diet? And what about acesulfame, sucralose, and aspertam? The latter is, of course, artificial sweetness. The first two are extracted from plants. It's plant alcohols. Xylitol has got one problem to it, and you should absolutely not give it to a dog. If you give xylitol even a little to a dog, he will get low blood sugar and it will damage his liver. It's very bad for a dog. So another problem with artificial sweeteners, be it natural or made in a factory, all of them are made in factories, but chemically made sweeteners, even the more natural type that is found in plants or extracted from plants like stevia and xylitol, and the artificial sweeteners, both let you keep your cravings. And although it might not spike your insulin in the same way as does sugar, you will still have the sweet taste in your mouth. Acesulfame and sucralose, for instance, is 200 and 600 times sweeter than sugar. And there are studies on mice that were done, and they discovered that the results in obesity also increased because the gut bacteria changed when they used these artificial sweeteners. So there's an obesity link as well. So the main rule for the carnivore diet is don't put sweet tastes in your mouth. You want to get rid of your sweet taste addiction because you want to get rid of your cravings. That is the most important thing that you should consider. And I always tell people, when you start the carnivore diet, start with very strong reasons. If you can start with very strong reasons why you want to do the carnivore diet, these choices will become easy for you. But there are people that still use some of these products, but it's not part of the carnivore diet. So anything that you add to the carnivore diet that is not carnivore means that you are not doing the carnivore diet correctly. Why do I talk like that? Because we had people on our TikTok channel that turned around and said, but the carnivore diet caused problems for me. No, we found out that that particular person did not do the carnivore diet right. And she had a history of cheating on the carnivore, on her previous diets that she followed. And what do people do? The first thing is they blame the thing they are busy with. But did you do it correctly? And that is the point that I want to make. You should really consider not using artificial sweeteners or stevia or any natural sugars as well. Also, what the sugars, the plant alcohol sugars can do is they can extract water from your gut or into your gut, and it can cause diarrhea as well. So this is my opinion on artificial sweetness. Don't use artificial sweetness. Don't put any sweet taste in your mouth. What is very interesting is acesulfame and aspertam is approved by the FDA in America, but they still have cancer links. So anything that is approved by the FDA in America is not necessarily good for you. But I know on the commentary people always say, but it does not increase my insulin. It does not increase my sugar, my blood sugar. Well, that's up to you. Just know that your blood sugar can be normal and you can still have high insulin levels. Normally the commentary is, but my sugar stays normal even though I use these sweeteners. They did not test the insulin. So did you know that 10 years before you are diabetic, you have high insulin levels and normal blood sugar? So what happens is the insulin is secreting and it's taking out sugar out of your blood, and it's keeping your blood sugar normal. But what happens is your insulin goes up, so your insulin resistance go up. And that is what you want to reverse. So you go to all the trouble of doing the carnivore diet, but then you make it more difficult for yourself by adding more plant alcohol sugars. The other trouble with these products like xylitol is that it, and all the alcohol sugars, is most of them have been known to cause oxalate and calcium to excrete in the urine, and it's known for kidney stones to be a problem. 80 to 85% of all kidney stones that form is calcium oxalate kidney stones. So these products that you are consuming, these plant alcohols, increase oxalate and calcium excretion in the urine, and of course it goes through the kidneys. So that is a consideration that you should also do. It's not good for you. And like I said, if xylitol can kill your dog, why would you take it? But again, then someone would say chocolate is also not good for your dog and you can eat it. But it's not necessarily that chocolate is good for you, is it? But anyway, this is my opinion on alcohol sugars and on artificial sweetness. So the alcohol sugars will not spike your insulin in the same way as with sugar, and the same applies to the artificial sweetness that I've mentioned. But in the phallic phase, with other words, when you put these sweet tastes in your mouth, there is a study that shows that it does influence your insulin and also your gut bacteria, just in that initial phase. Not as much as does sugar, of course, but there's absolutely an influence in that phallic phase to consider. But make your own decision. But I would not use it, and it's not carnivore. So this is part of the frequently asked question playlist on YouTube. If you see this on TikTok, please follow me on YouTube. The link is on the photo profile, as well as a link to my blog. I've got 123 videos on my blog, most of which the doctors made. If you see this on YouTube, please follow me on TikTok. The link to that is in the description of this video, as well as a link to my blog. Thank you for your support.